Can the Dupray Neat Steam Cleaner remove bacteria from my home? I tested it, let's find out. So today's video is a viewer request. My Patreon member Ben reached out to me and said, "Hi, I'm interested in seeing a video where you test steam cleaner on different furniture and carpets." Now that's interesting. I wrote to him, I said, well, do you have a particular steam cleaner in mind? And he said, yes, the Dupray Neat Steam Cleaner. So I purchased it and now I'm going to test it. So this video is not sponsored. I purchased this myself. This steam cleaner on Amazon went for $179 plus tax. I ended up by paying $188.85 for this steam cleaner. Let's unbox it and see how we're supposed to use it. Okay, inside, as soon as I open the box, we have a user manual, which I'm going to read through. We have a flyer for more innovative products from them, the accessories for the product, and the steamer itself. Let's look at the manual. It says it's a multi-use steam cleaner, which is great. I'm really interested in the bacteria removal from my Patreon member, so I'm going to flip through this manual really quick and try to find that spot where they describe how to use it to remove bacteria. So I flipped through the manual. There's no indication anywhere in this manual that tells you how to use this machine to sanitize or remove bacteria, so I'm going to go to the website next. On their website, it does say sanitize in multiple places on their website with a little asterisk, so I'm going to keep scrolling down to find what the asterisk means. Scroll, 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 lots of stuff. Sanitize, 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 good, 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 reviews, reviews. Here it is, the tiny print down here. Okay, it says it kills 99.9% of coronavirus, E. coli, staph, bacteriophages, okay, when used as directed. However, they don't tell you how to use it in the manual. Tests conducted in a third-party lab under controlled conditions, good. Results may vary. For testing details and procedure, visit this website. So I'm going to go there right now. It says sanitize any surface instantly using nothing but regular tap water. A steady pass with superheated dry steam over furniture, floors, carpets, countertops, mattresses, and toilets can kill up to 99.9% of bacteria and viruses. Well, this ought to be fun. So let's see, so the procedure to sanitize. I wish they included this in their manual. I don't know why they don't. If it works, if this product is able to remove the bacteria, why not put in the manual and let people know how to use it? So I'm already kind of annoyed that their manual doesn't include how to sanitize. But that's okay, we found it. So the procedure to sanitize is to plug in the steam cleaner and let it warm up until it's ready to release steam. I did read in the manual, I think it takes about 8 minutes. I'll go over this in a minute. Release the steam through the hose for 15 seconds. Okay. Attach the small bonnet to the triangular tool. Release the steam through the bonnet for 5 seconds to warm it up. Okay. Place the tool directly on the surface and release the steam for at least 30 seconds. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So you're going to use this little triangle attachment with a bonnet on it, and you have to hold it on the area you want to sanitize for 30 seconds. Hold it over the surface like the couch that we're testing, each spot 30 seconds. Move it over, 30 seconds. Move it over, 30 seconds. That's going to take a long time to sanitize a couch. Now, that would probably be sufficient if you're cleaning up, let's just say, a kid vomits on the couch, right? And you have a spot this big. Yeah, can you take the time to do 30 seconds all the way around for that? Yes. But for general just cleaning or sanitizing the entire like couch or carpet, 30 seconds for a small triangular spot, it's going to take a long time. But if it works well, it's going to be worth it for when you want to sanitize a particular soft surface. Let's take a look at those attachments. So it seems to come with a lot of attachments. Microfiber mop pads, microfiber cloth, here's the microfiber bonnet, a window tool. This is unique. I've actually never seen a window tool for a steam cleaner. The floor tool, and I do want to say this feels really sturdy. I've had a lot of flimsy tools in my time here, and this feels really sturdy. And it comes with these clips, so you can clip the microfiber cloth right in here. I like that. All right, this is nice and sturdy. I like this. The triangular brush. Now this is the one that the bonnet's going to go over when we do our testing. They call this the steam lance. This is the one we're just going to shoot out the steam in a pretty strong stream. And a bunch of nylon brushes and one brass brush. I like that they give multiple nylon brushes. I just wish they were color coded, right? So you could say, oh, the blue one is for the bathroom, the red one is for the kitchen. But it's nice that they give you multiple nylon brushes. Okay, let's look at the body of the machine. is all the hoses. The machine itself. So surprised at the amount of hose that it has, but then I remembered it's also used to clean floors. So you need to have the hose long enough so that you can clean the floors with it. Okay, this is cute. I see a lot of features already that I'm excited about. Let's just start by reading the warning sticker on the top here. It says, "Psst, distilled water prolongs the life of the unit." Okay, so we can use tap water, distilled water. Distilled water will prolong the use of it. That's fine, that's good to know. And then look at the bottom here, it has wheels. Look at that. It's got wheels so you can roll it around. Love that. And I like how the cord wraps around here and tucks in very neatly. I like this. All right, I like its design. What's this? Oh, a handle. Look at that. A little handle. All right, I like this. So let me get the manual and just go over anything that's important before I start. All right, so when you fill it with water, it says you unscrew and remove the boiler cap. Pour water in the boiler until it's full. The maximum is 40 ounces. Okay, so that's good to know. Never put anything other than clean water in the boiler. You know, I've had people message me and say, "Can you put essential oils in your steamer? Can you?" No, water only, just water. Then put the boiler cap on tightly, plug it in, push the power button, and then the status indicator will light up. Okay. Orange light indicates that the boiler is generating steam. The neat needs approximately 8 minutes to generate the initial optimal amount of steam. A green light will indicate that the neat is at its maximum steam capacity and ready. I just want to make a few points. One, for the nylon brushes, the black ones, you can use those for ovens, stovetops, tile, grout, refrigerators, showers, bathtubs, wastebins, and toys. That brass brush is for barbecue grills and oven wire racks. You don't want to use that brass one on anything else because it could scratch surfaces. It says the floor tool is perfect for sealed hardwood, sealed laminate, glazed ceramic, marble, tile, stained concrete, linoleum, granite, vinyl. Avoid using it on unsealed hardwood and unglazed ceramic. Okay, I think most people that have hardwood floors are pretty mindful of the different tools you can use for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to do some bacteria testing on this thing, right? I'd like to test it with some hard surfaces and soft surfaces. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to take a petri dish just like this guy here and label them A, B, and C. I'm going to take some sterile swabs and I'm going to swab various areas around my home. Now for hard surfaces, maybe the kitchen sink or the toilet rim. And for soft surfaces, maybe my couch. And I'll place that sample in the section labeled B for before. Then I'm going to steam clean according to the directions that I found for sanitizing on their website, not in their manual. I'll swab the area again and place it in the section labeled A for after. C is just a contamination control. In addition to the bacteria testing, I'm going to test it also just using some of the attachments throughout my home just to give it a comprehensive review. So let's see how well the Dupray Neat Steam Cleaner removes bacteria and cleans my home. Now for some results. The couch seat. In the before section, we can see a lot of bacteria, and in the after section, there's just a few small bacterial colonies. The couch arm. In the before section, we can see a lot of bacteria, and in the after section, we can see a visible decrease in bacteria, but there's still some bacteria there. The couch back. In the before section, there's some bacteria, and in the after section, there's also some bacteria. It looks like there might be a slight decrease in bacteria, but it does look very similar to me. The kitchen floor. In the before section, there's a lot of bacteria, and in the after section, there's a big decrease. There's one big colony and a few very tiny colonies. The bathroom floor. In the before section, there's a lot of bacteria, and in the after section, there's a huge decrease, just a few colonies hanging around. The bathroom sink. In the before section, there's a lot of bacteria, and in the after section, there's still a lot of bacteria. It doesn't look like there's much change at all. The toilet rim. In the before section, there's a lot of bacteria, and in the after section, we have a visible decrease in bacteria. So overall, we seem to have some mixed results. The Dupray steamer did a great job of removing the bacteria on the floors, did a pretty good job on the couch seat, but the other areas in the home, it just seemed to just decrease it, or no change at all, like the bathroom sink. I do think that the bathroom sink and the toilet rim are really hard to do because, I have a space like this big that I'm trying to test, and this spray can only hit like a small portion of it. I was curious to see how well it would work. Now, I could redo it again and just do this tiny inch by inch spot to see if it actually removes bacteria. But I don't think many people are going to sit and do inch for 30 seconds, inch for 30 seconds, an inch for 30 seconds, move it an inch for 30 seconds to remove bacteria from their sink or their toilet rim. I just don't think this is the tool for the job. But when I was cleaning the toilet and actually using the steam spray to kind of like get in the nooks and crannies and the crevices and everything, it does a great job at removing the sticky stuff that's on the toilet or underneath the toilet rim. Definitely did a great job there. But when it comes to bacterial removal, I just would not even bother using it for a toilet or a sink. Let's go over some pros and cons. I'm probably going to mix these up because I kind of feel like there's good and bad in each aspect that I'm going to talk about. So the spray itself, it is extremely strong. It is a very forceful steam spray. It's much more forceful than any other steamer I've used. I've used the Shark steamer. Now this was probably 20 years ago, and I don't have it anymore, so I never made a video about it. This is like 20 years ago that I had this thing, and that spray was not even close to this. And I have the Bissell steam cleaner, and it's not even close to that. This is a very forceful, strong spray. I don't have tile or grout in my home, but I'm gonna guess that it would probably work really well at shooting and getting those sorts of areas clean. I can't tell you for certain because I don't have it. I did not test it, but just seeing how forceful that spray is, I'm thinking that might be a really good place to use it. Or concrete outside, that may be able to handle it pretty well. Now where the steam strength is a bit of a negative for me was doing the couch test. Now I had that triangular piece on with the bonnet, and I held it on the couch for 30 seconds, and it left a mark on my couch. Let me show you a picture. You can see right here on the seat cushion of my couch where that triangular bonnet was on for 30 seconds. Now it's been 2 weeks since I did that, and that mark is still there. At first I was like, well, maybe it's just a wet mark and it'll go away or something, but no, it seems like it is like a permanent mark on my couch. Now that couch is a microfiber couch, so I have this it's not a stain, right? But it is, I don't know if it remove some of the dye from the couch or what, but I have now this really weird discolored spot on the seat of my couch. It really seems to disrupt the microfibers on the couch. I'll show you a picture. It's kind of hard to see, but the microfiber normally has like a smooth line. In the spots where I tested it with the Dupray, it's all ragged and jagged. So while the strength might be great to remove really sticky substances from very hard surfaces, I'm thinking tile, concrete, things like that, it did do some damage to my microfiber couch. One application that I think this might work well because it did do a good job removing the bacteria from the couch seat might be a dog bed. Now, if you have a dog bed and if you vacuum out the hair and you want to remove bacteria and you don't mind if it gets discolored or the microfibers get like a little jagged, then that might be a good place to use it if you're looking for using it on soft surface areas. So in addition to the bacteria testing, I also just wanted to use it in my shower and bathtub just to see how it worked in there. Ugh! To me, this is a no, no, no. I did not think it worked well at all in removing soap scum or hard water stains from my shower. I was really actually disappointed with it. I'm sitting there doing it and scrubbing it still. It just did not work well. Where it did work well is where there's like a seam that sometimes can collect like soap scum and gunk, right? It did work well at kind of shooting underneath there and cleaning that out. That I can use it for. I can definitely use it to clean out those crevices. Great. But when it comes to actually cleaning a shower wall or the floor of the bathtub, no way. No way. This thing did not even touch soap scum. I stand by my bucko for being the easiest to clean soap scum. Oh, and then when I was in the bathroom, I was like, oh, I'll test the squeegee thing on the mirror. I don't see why anyone would ever do this. So you use the squeegee with the steam, and then you still have to wipe it after. So you're doing it twice, in my opinion. You're squeegeeing, and then you're like, okay, now I'm gonna wipe. Why not just spray and wipe one time? It's just something that I just don't see the value in. Maybe if you're doing it in an outdoor window or an outdoor glass door and you're just gonna let it air dry, I just don't think it's a good use of the product. I'm sorry if you hear rain in the background. I've been trying to find a time to record this, but it just won't stop raining, and I had a lull, and I thought I could get it done in time, but I just hear it picking up again. So I apologize if you hear that in the background. So while I was in the bathroom, I took my husband's digital thermometer to see how hot the steam was getting. Now it advertises it gets up to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. The highest I got it to go up to was 146 degrees. Now that was after it heated up for the 8 minutes, and I used it in my shower wall. Then I tested it. I only got it up to 146 degrees. So while it might sound like I don't like this product, let me tell you some things that I really do like about it. I really like the funnel system when you're pouring water into it. It doesn't spill all over the place. That I did like a lot. I like the size of the electrical cord, and I like the size of the hose. They're both more than adequate to get you around a room and to get you to use it where you need it. I love the rollers in the body of the steamer. I think that's really unique. If you want to use this to do your floors, then just rolling it around while you're steaming is really easy. I like the size of it. I like the sleek design of it. I like the light indicator. It's very clear when it is ready to be used. I do think the steam is extremely powerful, which can be good in some applications. I like the fact that it comes with lots of different accessories. There are a lot of accessories, and yes, I can do some more testing on the other accessories, and I might. If I have time to do some more testing on the accessories, I will. Those little bristle brushes, they say, are supposed to be good for ovens and grills. I actually just uncovered my outdoor grill the other day, so if I have the time to test those, I can. But I really want to focus on the bacteria testing for this video for Ben. All right, so Ben, where am I with this one? So I think it does a good job at decreasing bacteria and actually removing it almost all the way from the soft surface. It just did, but it did leave a mark. So I'm a little like, about it. I think it would be okay for floors, but here's the deal with the floor too. 30 seconds in one spot is a long time. So again, I don't think it's an everyday floor cleaning if you want to remove the bacteria. But if you do just want to steam clean your floors and pick up dirt and grime, I think it's okay to use. I really like how the mop head had 2 different ways to attach the pads. That's a clever design. It's something that I've never seen before. I do think it does a good job in a small area. So to spend 30 seconds on a small spot where, let's say, someone vomited, I don't think it's a big deal. I was actually talking about this with a friend of mine, and she said, you know what? She's like, I would like to use this under where my cat's kitty litter box is. I don't have any cats, so I don't have a kitty litter box. So that might be a good place for it, where you don't want to spray harmful chemicals around the area that your cat spends time. So I think if you're looking for a steamer that has a ton ton of attachments, that you're looking to use it for its steam purposes, not necessarily only removal of bacteria. You want something that's easy to move around, that has a good length electrical cord and a good length hose. Again, lots of attachments, lots of different options to use with it. Then this is probably a good one for you to try. If you're looking for a steamer to solely, only remove bacteria on hard surfaces in your home, I just don't think there's any steamer that's good for that. But because they always have to be used in such a small space at a time for these 30-second increments, I wouldn't rely on a steamer for daily household cleaning, but I do know there are a lot of people that are looking for an alternative to using sprays. And for those people, this might be a good option for them. Just know you're not going to be removing all the bacteria everywhere unless you really adhere to those strict guidelines of a spray stream for 30 seconds at a time. So thank you, Ben, for reaching out to me on Patreon to ask me to do this test. I did enjoy testing the Dupray steam cleaner for you. If there's a product that you would like me to test, do me a favor, put it in the comments section and I will add it to my viewer suggestion list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Have yourselves a great day.